Hey everyone, happy July. Let's take a look at your money energy for the month ahead. I've got two cards here for you to choose from. Card number one is the helping hand. Right, so that's your card number one, and your card number two is the garden. Now don't overthink it. Take a slow breath, clear your mind for a second, and simply notice which card grabs your attention first. Also, this is a collective reading, so not every single detail will fit every single person. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and trust that if you're here, there may be a message you need to hear. And once you've chosen your card, let's dive into your July money reading. All right, so now if you chose the helping hand, let's see what your financial energy looks like for the month of July. So we'll be looking at four cards. The first card represents your current financial energy. The second card shows the biggest challenge you may face this month. The third card is Spirit's advice, and the fourth card reveals the potential outcome if you work with that guidance. So let's see what's coming through. So card one, your current financial energy. And we have this version of the Seven of Wands, and I actually love seeing this as your starting energy. To me, this says you've already fought a lot of battles when it comes to money, whether that's trying to build your career, growing your business, recovering from financial setbacks, or simply surviving difficult times. You've earned your place. Now, this card says you're standing on higher ground now. You are stronger than you realize. You don't need to keep proving yourself because you've already climbed the mountain, and July is less about surviving and more about learning to trust the position you've worked so hard to reach. Card number two is your challenge. And here we have the Two of Swords. Now, this deck shows something very different from the traditional Two of Swords. The blindfold has come off, and now the challenge isn't that you can't see. It's whether you're willing to act on what you already know. Some of you already know what needs to happen financially. Maybe you need to raise your prices, apply for that job, launch that product, ask for the promotion, or have the uncomfortable money conversation. The challenge this month isn't confusion, it's about having courage. And Spirit is asking you to stop waiting for certainty. Sometimes confidence doesn't come first, action comes first, and confidence simply follows. And now we move to card three, which is Spirit's advice. And here we have the Nine of Wands. This is beautiful guidance. Spirit says, don't let old financial disappointments convince you that history is about to repeat itself. Just because something didn't work before doesn't mean it won't work now. Maybe you invested in something that failed. Maybe a business idea didn't take off. Maybe someone disappointed you financially. Carry the wisdom and leave the fear behind. Learn from your past, but don't live inside it. And forgive the experience, but don't let it define what you believe is possible. And now we move to card four, which is your potential outcome. And here we have a card that looks like a mix of 4 and 5 of Pentacles. I actually see this as financial stabilization. Notice that this card isn't about chasing money. It's about having something worth protecting. And if you follow Spirit's guidance, if you stop letting fear make your decisions, if you're brave enough to act, July can become a month where your finances start feeling more secure. You become more intentional with your money. You spend wisely, and you're no longer operating from panic. For some of you, this could even be the beginning of building real wealth, not through luck, but through smart financial choices. And the biggest shift I see here isn't just more money, it's feeling safe with money. Pile one, I really like this reading. It doesn't promise overnight riches. It promises something much more sustainable. You've already fought your way to where you are. Now it's time to stop doubting yourself, stop letting the past call the shots, and start making decisions from confidence instead of fear. I genuinely believe that if you embrace this energy, July has the potential to become a turning point in the way you relate to money. Now, moving on to pile 2, the garden. If you chose the garden, let's see what July has in store for your finances. We will be looking at 4 cards. The first card represents your current financial energy. The second card reveals the biggest challenge you may encounter this month. The third card is Spirit's advice. And finally, the fourth card shows the potential outcome if you work with that guidance. And now, card 1, your current financial energy. We've got the 8 of Pentacles here. This is such a beautiful energy to begin with. I feel like many of you have been putting in consistent effort for quite some time, and now people are finally starting to notice. Whether you own a business, work a regular job, create content, or have a creative skill, this card says your talents are becoming visible. The work you've been doing behind the scenes is beginning to speak for itself. July feels like a month where your skills, your experience, and your dedication start attracting the recognition that they deserve. So keep showing up because people are paying attention. And now moving to card 2, which is your challenge. This is interesting because we usually see the 10 of Pentacles as a very positive card, but here it's showing up in the challenge position. To me, this isn't saying your family is a problem, but it's saying that responsibility could become your biggest financial challenge this month. Some of you may find yourself supporting family members, thinking about long-term financial security, or feeling pressure to provide for the people you love. For others, an elder in the family may need your time, your attention, or even your financial support. This card is asking you to find a healthy balance. It's wonderful to care for the people around you, but don't neglect your own financial goals in the process. Building your future and supporting your family don't have to compete. You'll just need to manage both wisely. Moving to card 3, which is Spirit's advice, we've got, a mix of the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. Now this card feels heavy. Spirit is acknowledging that you may be carrying a lot right now. You could feel overworked, overwhelmed, or like everything depends on you. But instead of interpreting this alone, I'm going to pull a clarifier because I want to understand how Spirit wants you to move through this energy. And the clarifier is the 8 of Wands. So with this card, Spirit isn't telling you to keep struggling. Instead, Spirit is guiding you to work smarter and not just harder. Things may move quickly this month. New opportunities, extra work, side projects, or sudden responsibilities could all come in at once. Your advice isn't to say yes to everything, it is to prioritize. Delegate where you can and stay organized. And focus your energy on the opportunities that actually move you forward instead of exhausting yourself trying to do it all. This month rewards strategy just as much as effort. And now card 4, the potential outcome if you followed this advice is, it's the 4 of Wands. And I absolutely love this as your outcome. This card tells me that despite the pressure, despite the extra responsibilities, despite everything demanding your attention, you create stability. You build something solid. And this feels like financial peace after a busy season. For some of you, it could mean reaching an important milestone, celebrating a success, feeling more secure with your income, or simply realizing that all of your hard work has finally started paying off. The message here is really reassuring. Just because this month asks a lot out of you doesn't mean it's working against you. In fact, it may be preparing you for something much more stable in the months ahead. So pile 2, your reading feels incredibly grounded. You're entering July with valuable skills and real momentum. Yes, responsibilities may increase, and there may be moments where you wonder if you're taking on too much. But Spirit's message is clear. Don't carry every burden alone. Work with intention, work with strategy, and trust that all of this effort is leading you towards greater financial stability. I honestly feel like this pile is less about quick money and more about building something that lasts, and that's a beautiful place to be.